Yes, and the bumpy road really starts today and lasts through the entire beginning of next week. So we're entering another marathon here. We just got through one, had a little bit of respite, and now we're right back in it. So today, increased threats.
Yeah, big time for over 52, or I should say 32 million Americans, over 400,000 square miles are at risk. Let's talk about central Kansas, because that's actually where things get a little more tricky. We have a level 3 out of 5 on our severe weather threat index for this afternoon, and then of course into this evening. And you can see it bullseyed and highlighted right there. So friends and family from Wichita to Kansas City, hold on tight. It is going to be a stormy sort of afternoon into the evening. But a quick look, though, at the timeline on this is going to show, I think that now through, say, lunchtime, things look pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we're really going to be waiting on daytime heating. Temperatures ahead of this cold front this afternoon will easily get into the low 80s. So it's that heat and that humidity that's building that's going to support the severe weather. There it is, really ignites and continues to become more widespread throughout the evening hours. So 8 p.m., at that point, we're going, past sunset. And I do think that we'll see some of the severe components wane probably after midnight, but from 8 until midnight, we'll probably still be working with some warnings.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think that 8 until midnight is pretty much prime time. I'd be ready around 6 o'clock just to kind of give yourself a little bit of a buffer room. And then things will dissipate after midnight just in terms of the severity. But nevertheless, though, we're tracking that opportunity for seeing some pretty powerful tornadoes. We're talking about EF2 on what's called the enhanced Fujita scale, stretching from Cedar Rapids all the way down through Oklahoma City. And Britta, it's not just a tornadic threat. There's also a damaging hail threat. We're talking hail the size of eggs falling from the sky, but also winds perhaps over 60 miles per hour.
Yes. So make sure that you are very aware of severe thunderstorm warnings. I think it's easy in this type of a setup to only pay attention to tornado warnings. You're like, it's just a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to hop in the car and go to the grocery store. Not in a setup like this. I mean, some of these thunderstorms can produce strong straight line winds that are very strong that can lead to damage. So it's just one of those things that once we get to dinner time, park it. It's not worth being out and about and having to rush to find a safe spot. I mean, look at 7 p.m. You got thunderstorms that are racing in from the west towards Kansas City, and that is not the time that you want to be heading out on I-70 and getting yourself into a tough situation. But looking at that potential there certainly looks like a potential for straight line winds.
Yeah, stormy today, but also tomorrow and into the weekend.
And as we said, when we look at the big picture here, this is setting up to be another multi-day threat. If you remember, just about a week ago, we went through a large stretch of 7 days in a row of severe weather. Well, now we're going to enter another long stretch. Today is day 1. We have an outlook that takes us all the way through Monday. But it's interesting because the Storm Prediction Center, they pegged Saturday and Sunday with a level 3 yesterday on a Wednesday. So that's a pretty aggressive outlook to release that far in advance. We're looking at a real, strong support system for these weekend storms. And it's really easy to be caught off guard on a weekend because, you're living life, right?
Yeah, you're letting your guard down both Saturday and Sunday, but in basically the same sort of areas. I want to highlight not just Oklahoma City, but you think about Fort Worth area as well. And again, all the ingredients, all the components that we need for severe weather, but are really coming together this weekend with the moisture, the lift, the instability, all in place.
Yes. So when we overlay the threat zones, you can see the color coding here to take you all the way through Monday. There's multiple spots. Little Rock is actually in the middle of all of those 4-day outlooks. So it's going to be one of those setups where you're not going to have much break, maybe 12 hours off before you're kind of right back in the threat zone for some of these cities. Let's highlight Saturday and Sunday. As we mentioned, those are 2 very concerning days. We have a higher, more aggressive outlook for severe weather. Saturday, storms become overnight tornado and wind threats. That's key here, folks. Anytime you have an overnight threat, you really, really want to make sure that you have multiple ways to get warnings because chances are you're going to be sleeping. It's harder to wake you up, but also sometimes one of those routes might fail you. Looking at Sunday, severe outbreak is possible. So this is a setup where we're trying to see if there's enough energy to really pop and get everything going on Sunday. There's indications that there will be, but again, as we get closer to Sunday, we'll have more clarity on those exact details. But when you have all of these components in place, you get really nervous about what can happen if it all lines up.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting, too, when it comes to the modes of severe weather, yes, all modes are on the table, but really, Saturday we're highlighting tornadoes. Sunday, it'll be a cap in place, and so that sometimes is more prevalent for really large hail, really large hail. And then not to mention, by the time we get to Monday, there's an opportunity for not just the heavy showers and thunderstorms, but also some flooding.
Yes, I mean, 2 to 3 inches of rain will be very common. Many spots will see more.
Absolutely. You know where we need more is in the southeast. Listen to this.